You are now listening to the most talked about blog talk radio station in the universe. Walk in his ways, Impact Voice Radio. Be prepared to have your mind stimulated, your spirit elevated in ways you couldn't even imagine. Introducing your host and the mastermind behind this unforgettable experience, Ferman Jackson Jr. You will not be disappointed. Let's go!
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Walking This Way's Impact Voice Podcast. I'm your host, Ferman Jackson Jr. I'm broadcasting you live from my new home, my new location, Arlington, Texas, outside between Dallas and Fort Worth. Hope everybody's having a great, productive Tuesday. Most importantly, I want to thank God for allowing us to see a new day here on planet Earth. But most importantly, I'm very excited about this group that we have here tonight on the podcast. It's a very unique name, a name we don't hear every day, but they're going to explain the meaning of their name, about their music, the myths behind their music, how they came together as a group, and their legacy. And that's what it's all about here on Impact Voice. I also want to welcome my co-host, Dannielle. Welcome back to the podcast. I know everything's well with you, looking refreshed, looking sharp. So how's you doing on this lovely Tuesday?
Doing wonderful. Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you taking time out. Welcome back again. Also, we have Emo. Emo, welcome back as well. I know she has the latest news and updates for us. Unmute your mic.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, welcome back. And also, we got Primetime. Kenny, welcome back to the podcast. I know you had the latest news and updates. It came from the NFL to NBA, all sports world. Big shout out to the Dallas Cowboys. Also, man, if y'all big Cowboys fan, tune in to Hard Knock episode 2. I watched the first episode. We're watching the second episode tonight, and I'm looking forward to the season opener. But before we get started, we're finna ready to kick it off with the latest news and updates in the sports world. So, Prime Time, take it away.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Mr. Jackson. Can I get everybody's attention just for a minute? We have a nice, superb group with us this evening as our special guest. I did a little research on them, and I love the music. Like I was telling them earlier, man, I'm trying to get some of your music, but hey, if I didn't get none of your music, I'm going to let you know I'm down for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm down with you. I'm down for you. But let's get into some sports. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the edition segment part, the sports part of the Prime Zone. I'm your host, Kenny Primetime Williams. And of course, I'm going to give shouts out to Mobile, Alabama, the Mississippi Gulf Coast, Dallas, Texas, the surrounding areas. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. We love you guys. Now let's get into some sports. First thing of the day, and I know everybody is so relieved at this. Tim Tebow has been cut. Tim Tebow is no longer with a football team. He went in the NFL very first time as a quarterback. Left, did a little broadcasting. No hating on the man. A great God-fearing guy, a great athlete. I mean, I love his enthusiasm. But there is something that I would like to say about Tebow. He's not a tight end. He's not a tight end at all. I watched the game when they played this weekend. Terrible. Let me be the first to say, if this goes anywhere else in the world, I don't mind. Terrible. Tebow, a veteran, got cut in the first cuts today from the Jacksonville Jaguars. He did post something on Twitter saying that he thanked everybody for the opportunity, and I wish him well. I think he's going to go back to broadcasting. I don't see nowhere else but to go from there. But moving on, the Seattle Seahawks have signed 4-year extension with Jamal Adams, making him the highest paid safety in the NFL. Now, I don't know about y'all, but they got the most easiest job out there. So all they do is just roll with the punches. So at this point, I thought this was the best song for him. Let's roll with it. Jamal Adams sit back there and he with all those wristbands, and he got him $72 million. Highest paid safety in the NFL. Moved along. Some scores from this past weekend. We got Washington over the Patriots. Washington loses to the Patriots 13-22. The Cowboys fell short to the Phoenix Arizona Cardinals 19-16. It was just terrible. The Dolphins fell short to the Chicago Bears. The new quarterback over in Chicago is doing great. He's having the Dallas starting job against him and new quarterback, formerly of the Dallas Cowboys, Anthony Dalton. So I'm looking for big things to be going on in Chicago, but they end up coming up with the win against the Miami Dolphins, 20-13. The Jaguars, they lost to the Cleveland Browns, 23-13. The Jets, you know how bad the Jets are, even in preseason, but they finally found out they beat the Giants, 12-7. Then we go on to the Steelers. The Steelers was over the Eagles 24-16. The Titans gave a butt whipping to the Atlanta Falcons 23-3. The Broncos did the same thing to the Vikings. Broncos winning 33-6. And the Saints look very, very bad. I hope Sean Payton really get it together over there with the team, with the quarterback controversy with Jameis Winston and Michael Thomas and everybody with Taysom Hill. And I hope big things for them. I'm not rooting for them because they're a rival to me. I look at it. But big up to them. I hope they get it all together before season starts. But last but not least, this is for Emo. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers loses. See, she came back on air, y'all. Did y'all see when she come back on air? World, did you see her when she come back on air? But the Tampa Bay Buccaneers loses. Not win. The defending Super Bowl champions, they lose to the Cincinnati Bengals, 19-14. Oh my God. Hey, we need some little work done over there with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Look, but don't worry about it. Them Cowboys coming into town soon. And when they come, we're going to wreck another party. The bad part about it is the Buccaneers is at home, so if the Bengals can do it, I certainly know my Cowboys can do it. But look, ladies and gentlemen, Patrick Beverley in the NBA, Patrick Beverley, Rondo have been traded to the Memphis Grizzlies. But wait a second, breaking news. Patrick Beverley has been traded again. He has left from Memphis. Now he's a Minnesota Timberwolves. I tell you, boy, that Patrick Beverley traveling all around the NBA within days. So big ups to him and hope he finds everything works out for him in Minnesota. That's my time, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have much for you today, but what I am going to tell you, if God is with you, nobody could be against you. I love you. Thank you for joining me. Back to you, Mr. Jackson.
Appreciate your prime time, the latest news and updates from the NFL, NBA. You know, football season ready to kick off next month. The season opener. Very excited. Everybody's excited about football. We know that football season is here. We got a long season, 17 games. So it's a long season for those who love football, of course. Very excited upcoming season. Also, man, I'm very excited about the kids that we have one here tonight, upcoming hip hop group here. Texas, I'm right in Arlington, Texas, where I'm also in Arlington. Talk about their music, talk about how they came together. We'll get into some nitty-gritty stuff here tonight on the podcast. Also, want to welcome Emo. Emo, do you have any latest news and updates before we get off into the Q&A with our guests?
Yes. Hey, everybody. I'm glad to be here tonight. Welcome to the show, guys. I can't wait to hear your story. Hey, Dannielle, good to see you. Primetime.
Hey.
So, guys, we're going to start our news off with some events that have been happening around our world. So we had a devastating earthquake that happened in Haiti. It was a 7.2, and at least 1,400 people have been confirmed dead. And in the wake of all that's going on, and they're still searching for bodies and things of that nature, we want to keep them lifted up in prayer because we know prayer is a powerful gift. Even in the wake of the earthquake happening, the Caribbean countries are starting to brace themselves because it's storm season. So guys, if you're not preparing for storm season, if you're on the Gulf Coast, if you're going to be traveling to these tropical destinations, please make sure you're paying attention to the forecast and everything that goes on with that, because storm season is approaching us and we have quite a few named storms that have already popped out for the season. We're only just beginning. We're mid-August and we already have we've had 3 named storms so far. So please keep your eyes open, pay attention. Also, when you're giving, for these devastations, the earthquakes, as well as the tropical storms and things of that nature. Guys, make sure that you're giving to credible organizations. There are some organizations that are out there scamming our people, so make sure that you're giving to verified, credible organizations. Also, guys, we want to talk a little bit about what's going on in Afghanistan. So the U.S. is starting to withdraw and things are getting crazy. So they're already reporting that women are starting to come up missing in Afghanistan because the Taliban are currently taking over. And with the troops not being there, they really have no one to, I guess, keep the structure and the order for them. Now, President Biden was very proud and very excited and is really defending his decision to withdraw from Afghanistan. He made a speech on yesterday afternoon, and he acknowledged that the Afghan government has took a collapse and that it happened quickly and there was nothing that the U.S. could do about it. So the U.S. has been in Afghanistan for over 20 years and they just finally said enough. Right now, we know that on yesterday, as troops were pulling out of the international airport in Kabul, they took some fire. So they were fired upon twice. There was one American service member that was wounded. And as early as Wednesday morning, there could be up to 3,500 U.S. troops on the ground because of that firefight. So guys, keep your eyes open. Please remember to pray for our military. Keep them lifted up. Pray for all that are actually involved and keep Afghanistan lifted up. So I love you all. That's the news that I have for now. Can't wait to get into this show, guys. Peace.
How's the weather in Tampa Bay?
Oh wow. Anyway, that's another broadcast. Man, we're very excited about the nice episode. We thank everybody for their support, the continued support. We thank everybody for just tuning in, being part of the audience. Also, to give a big shout out to our guests tonight here on the podcast. We heard of groups like NWA, Bone Thugs and Harmony, a lot of great hip hop groups from back in the day. You had from No Limit, you had the Ghetto Boys, you had UGK, to name a few of my generation. But like I said, we got a hip hop group here tonight here on the podcast. They're gonna be introducing themselves, talking about their music, their mission behind their music, how they came together, what are their goals as a group, what they want to accomplish in the music industry. So I just want to welcome my guests here. Fellas, welcome to Walking This Ways Impact Boys Podcast. Introduce yourself to the audience.
Yeah, my name is AK Lil G Boy.
All right, then next.
My name Country Trill.
Okay, then that's what's up. And the next one.
My name OG Game.
All right, then, Phil. I think y'all felt, man, take your time, y'all be the schedule, man, coming together to talk about y'all music. Y'all have a unique name to y'all group. It's a name I never heard of before. But let the audience know what's the name of y'all group and what it stands for.
Hey, BOE XE. Basically, BOE stands for bands over everything. That's a money thing. Straight to the money.
Okay, then that's what's up. Who came up with that name? That's very unique.
Basically, this what happened. I came up with BOE. My little brother came out with E. And then we put it together and made it XE. BOE XE.
Okay, then that's what's up. And how long I know both you and your brother, right, had started this group.
Yeah.
So how did that concept come about?
Basically, we all started clicking together, listen to music together. We had good ideas. And we was rapping with each other. We started freestyling like, man, we all should be a group and stuff. And then that's take off right there. Okay,
it just came together and then just flowed together. So I'm gonna kick it off with Dannielle, my co-host. You have any questions I know you want to ask the guests here tonight?
Yeah, nice to meet you guys. I'm super excited to hear. Yeah, hi. I'm excited to hear more about like how you guys got to where you're going. How long have you guys been a group?
We've been a group for like 2 years.
Okay. And you've been putting out music in the Central Texas area? I'm in California, so.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you guys come out here?
We was thinking about taking a trip out there doing a little tour.
Oh, okay, that would be awesome. You should we can post it up, try to get some people out here to come and see you guys. Now, my first question is going to be I guess we just talked about what you guys how you guys got started. So now let's talk about your story. I read something about is it Levante?
Yeah, it's me.
Your
Hey,
yeah, did you start this group? So your grandmother was tell us more about your grandma and how she had an intricate role.
basically, my grandma I used to watch rap a lot, and then I used to take my grandma tape recorder and start rapping on it. Then my grandma used to beatbox for me and stuff, and kept practicing rapping and rapping and rapping. And my grandma, to keep me out of trouble, my grandma just told me like, basically like, you should start rapping. And I just kept doing it, and then I got so good at it. Me and my brother, we started rapping every time in the room, and then so my motivation really is my grandma because she pushed me to how I get right here.
Wow. And I think it's so powerful when somebody believes in you. Like I have a similar story. Like my grandma was always behind me. She always believed in me and pushed me to keep trying at different things. And, you know, you really never know how you can affect somebody's life. So that's awesome that your grandma did that for you. Did you have something, Freeman?
That's my next one is I know Levante answered the question. I'm gonna get the other fellas in. You got OG, you got Country Trill. So I'm gonna ask my question is to the group, when it comes to how would y'all rate yourself when it comes to the studio, when it comes to y'all work ethic? How would y'all rate yourself?
Prepared. I say about a 10, because we come prepared. Everything written.
Oh wow.
But that's high up because you gotta have the set the standard, set the bar for yourself when it comes to the work. But I know this collective group came together. So what is the message behind y'all music? We know we have different messages in different phases of music. So what is y'all message behind y'all music to push out to the people?
See, we want to do some good music that can reach all age groups, you know, like all type of music. I know a lot of young kids, they like a certain type. I know older people like a certain type. So, you know, we try to make the music for everybody.
Oh yeah. And that's what's up right there, because I know I'll be 40 next year. So my generation is the Nas and the Jay-Z, the Pop, you know, the Biggies, UGK, No Limit, P, Cash Money. That's my era of music. So I still listen to that to this day. But
I do too.
8Ball, MJG.
Yeah, 8Ball, MJG, yeah. Memphis. Tell the 3-6 Mafia.
3-6, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So with y'all genre of music, so I know you said for different age groups. So it's like y'all have a buffet style. You got that hot up tempo, you got that slow flow, that slow lean.
Yeah,
so,
you got to hit every style, you got to eat.
Oh, you got to. And I know you said something, Levante, about, you know, bands and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, that everybody, let it be real. Everybody want that financial freedom. Everybody want to have that freedom of better take care of your bills on time, better help your family members out, better set a future up for yourself. So as y'all goals as a group, what are y'all main goals as a group? I know everybody want to be financially stable, and I respect that to the fullest.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, for the financial?
Yeah, goals, yeah.
Basically, we all chip in, keep our money together and stuff, and then keep our money together and stuff, and then chip in, put money in the jar, keep pushing it. Cause we gonna make sure we get in the studio anytime.
And I respect that.
Yeah, there's no stopping this. The hustle don't stop. Even Corona still going on, we're gonna keep hustling, keep getting it, keep going to the studio, keep going, making videos, shooting it out. It's not gonna stop.
That's
I mean, you should never stop. So then you got anything you want to ask?
Yeah.
Have confidence in everything.
Yeah. I think it's important for you guys. I'm a financial advisor, so anytime we're talking about finances, I'm gonna throw out some stuff. But it's important to have that financial literacy so that we know when we do get that money that we're not just like, just spending it right away, so that we can build a legacy. So you guys are getting to the successful part of your career, which is awesome. You guys are you're going to hopefully continue going on an upward trend as far as like getting more followers, getting money from your gigs and stuff like that. And so having some sort of a plan of like, okay, I'm going to try to save a certain percentage maybe and not use it. That would probably help you guys to be more successful on the financial side. But one question that I had, I know a lot of artists up and coming, especially in Cali, and I know that there's a lot of struggles that come with being an artist and trying to be successful. So what would you guys say to somebody who's maybe much newer than you guys, like some advice on how to keep pushing and stuff like that, something like that?
Basically, you gotta keep pushing. You can't stop. You can't worry about nobody else, whatever else doing and stuff. Sometimes you gotta go in there alone, do it by yourself. Everybody can't hire you back, but you gotta keep pushing yourself and motivating yourself. Say, I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep moving. If you don't got that motivation, how you gonna do it? Like you want to pay your bills and get chains and stuff and jewelry. They have the same motivation to your music and your craft.
Yeah. And I'd love to hear from all of you. Like maybe everybody might have their own advice that they give to somebody who's new.
Awesome. Trill, you have anything you want to share on that one?
Yeah. See what like when you first start, like everybody think they just gonna start and it's gonna take off. It's not, you gotta have patience and you gotta put everything together. If you got a group, you gotta come together with each other. Like it's gonna be expenses. You gotta like come up with everything that you need. Once you start doing shows, you still gonna have to pay. It's not still gonna pay yet. But once you get your name out there and everybody know you, then everything will fall in place.
Oh, that's what's up right there. OG, you have anything you want to share?
I say a solid team. Start off with a solid team. Even if if y'all fall off or whatever, at least you got to where you need to be, and just keep on pushing because everybody ain't gonna be with you when you come up. Everything changes. So solid team at first.
Yeah, and I think that a lot of times in any type of career, sometimes we try to like put ourselves in a bubble, like, oh, my career is different. But I think a lot of times when everybody wants to be successful in whatever they're doing. And when we get into something, we want to be instantly successful. So I like what you said about just having that mindset of having endurance, because I feel like having a strong foundation and doing the work that it takes to get to success is going to make your long-term success more practical, rather than just blowing up overnight and maybe not knowing some of the pitfalls. So can I ask one more question, or do you have one, Ferman?
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, so my next question is about role models. I know everybody has a role model. I have one in my career, or somebody who like you think like, oh, I wouldn't mind if I was like so-and-so when I make it, it's gonna look kind of like this. So maybe you guys can each share somebody, or maybe collectively as a group, you guys have talked about somebody you guys are aspiring to be like.
Basically, I like how to explain this. I like the NBA YoungBoy and all that New Orleans stuff, and then I like how his career came up. Like he had a strong fan base and stuff, and I'm like, dang, I want my fans to be like that and all that. But basically, I just create my own style and my own way. I like basically, but basically, I just follow myself and then want to inspire my own self, want to do my own thing. That's all I just care about right there.
Yeah, but I think we all want to be unique. Like we don't want to be like somebody else, but we want to be successful.
Yeah.
Just like somebody else.
Yeah. See, me, See me, if I was to be like somebody, I would like to be like a mogul or something. I'd like to be like Jay-Z or the Pharrell or Dr. Dre, somebody like that, like somebody that like own their music, own other music, like can create beats, create sounds, my own sound or our own sound, you know.
And I think some of those artists, in my opinion, I think it becomes more of a business savvy situation rather than and I'm not saying that they're not very good at what they do on the creative side, but I think some of that contributes to their business savvy. So now they're able to create businesses, they are good at marketing, they know how to get people to look at their stuff, right? You could be good all day, but if nobody's looking at your stuff, then nobody knows you're good, right? So that might have something to do with that.
Oh yeah, because the creativity, the marketing, all that stuff going into the studio is what's all about, making that magic. And I mentioned that motivation, that passion you have to make that hard-hitting #1 sound. And I know you mentioned Trill owning your own music. And that's very important too. Cause you know, record labels are very shady. They try to take your music, royalties and all the other stuff. So when it comes to the music aspect, so y'all own your own music. So do y'all have y'all private label or y'all doing your own thing?
See, my wife, she started a record label. It's called Malucci's Entertainment.
Oh wow!
So we her artists.
That's awesome.
That's good, and that's what's up. And like I said, keeping it in the family. So
Keeping it in the family.
So how is that working? True, I know your wife with the label. How is that working together? Because that's a beautiful thing to see a husband and wife working together side by side.
Oh, so, she our #1 fan. She heard our music and she knew that we needed the next step. So she bossed up and did what she had to do. And now we finna boss up and do what we gotta do.
Man,
she was there on a long night, stay there like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock at night.
Wow.
Yeah, she our #1 fan. If we go perform, she be in the crowd singing along with us. She know word for word.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's awesome. That's what the Bible says. He who finds a wife finds a good thing.
That's
and
right.
As women, as wives, we are helpmates. We're here to push you forward and do the things to make you more successful. Like if you find a wife, you found a good thing. They're gonna hopefully
she's my queen.
Yeah, that's awesome. Shout out to your wife. What's her name?
Ashley.
Shout out to Ashley.
And that's what's up right there. So I know you mentioned like putting in the work, want to be successful, and that had brought up earlier. And I know that being successful is gonna cost you out your comfort zone. And I know y'all mentioned earlier that everybody's not gonna support you. And a lot of people, like the old saying is, I won't say the old saying, but a lot of people want to be a beast, but some not willing to do what a beast do.
Yeah.
And I like that mindset y'all have, like getting out there, putting in the work, not worrying about everybody else, but doing what y'all love to do. So, you say your grandmother motivated you, she's your inspiration. So, what's going on now with the group? Y'all working on some new music right now. So, what's the next group thing for the group?
We actually a lot of visuals right now. And
we got like 4 videos coming up. We got more studio time coming up.
Yeah,
for the future. Yeah, for the future, we're looking for places like clubs and places that like to promote our music at, and if they would like let us come perform at their club. We trying to do everything we can to get to the next level.
You got to, and it's all about putting that work, being consistent.
That's what don't stop, like I always say.
Y'all definitely need to come to the coast.
Yes, the West Coast. West Coast? Is that what you're talking about?
They can come to the West Coast too, but I was trying to get them down here to the Gulf Coast.
To the Gulf Coast.
Mississippi.
Down south.
Yeah.
You talking about Mississippi?
Yeah.
And Alabama.
Right.
Hey, I was just in the Gulf Port of Mississippi recently.
Yeah.
I just left vacation from out there.
Oh man. Hey, I know you had a good time.
Oh yes, sir.
So my next question is also, who's the serious one in the group? Who's the serious one?
Personality.
OG Nina.
Yes, we can tell.
All right, so yeah, I can tell you more laid back than me, and he just say one word and that's it. I'm done.
He's gonna get
So
feedback later. He's gonna
OG,
get
they
feedback.
say you the serious one in the group. So give an illustration of how he's the serious one in the group.
I say I'm gonna motivate them to get things done. You know, I'm trying to push. We trying to get a lot of songs out in one. You feel me? So that studio time is not wasted. Try to be on it. Be on their tail about having their stuff written before we get there. You feel me? So it ain't no stopping. We just keep on going.
Man, that's what's up. So my next one is, who's the leader of the group?
AKG boy.
Well, give an illustration how he's the leader of the group. Well, I can tell you he got it because he just went in, took charge, and was like, hey.
Oh yeah, because he created the group, you know, everybody, we was just freestyling and everything. He was like, we can take it serious, and he was the first one to push us in the right path.
Okay, then. So next one is, who's the comedian of the group?
You already know.
That's Trill. You play too much. You play too much.
Yeah. That's a good.
You know.
This
I'm
boy
from the
literally
80s,
we
so
do
I
shows
got to
and
be the
stuff.
comedian.
Studio time, he gonna roast on somebody. He gotta roast on somebody.
Wow. But I'm glad y'all had that different personality. Everybody brings something different to the table.
Oh yeah.
That buffet style. So there you have any questions for our guest?
Yeah, so you guys are on the other side of the world for me, but I wanted to know what makes you guys different. Like if you came somewhere new, such as the West Coast, there's a lot of artists out here. There's a lot of groups, like rap groups. So what sets you guys apart? What is it that's gonna make you guys like, oh, you got to listen to these guys?
Because like our style is so unique. Everybody got their own style in the group. Plus, we do our own music, so we don't try to sound like anybody.
Oh, wow.
So our music is real unique to your ear because, like, we don't sound like anybody else.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right. That's right.
And then plus we do different styles of music. We do rock, pop, and rap. And we probably do R&B.
Wow,
Oh, wow.
I did not know that.
That's very unique. So y'all not just rap, y'all all genre to me. That was up right there. So, hey y'all, so with y'all being in the group, doing music, have y'all recently been doing any opening acts for anyone, or what's been going on?
Basically, we opened up an NBA Youngboy one time at the Gas Monkey, I think so. Yep. And then B King opened up a B King. Whatever. And then we just did a feature with 34 Brat. Like I think like a couple months ago. So basically we're doing a lot of stuff coming up, a lot of artists, and then we produce some more open up shows and stuff.
That's what's all about, putting in the work, making your name known. And I know going back to what Trill was saying earlier about being a mogul, owning your rights. I love that mindset of owning your music, because I watched the interview with Master P recently on YouTube. And when he first started out with No Limit, he asked, at that time, Michael Jackson was the biggest paid entertainer. And he talked to Michael Jackson's lawyer. He paid him $25,000 just to talk to his lawyer. And his lawyer told him to get a distributor deal. And that's where he been on the rights and everything to this music. So I love that mindset, because you want to own your own music. You don't want nobody trying to scheme and all those, but owning your music, owning your rights, because that's y'all legacy. That's something y'all want to pass on to y'all children. Yep. So when it comes to the business side, I know that your wife handles the business side. So when it comes to from the business decision side of things, how do y'all work together on that? Because I know as a group, you have to make decisions that works together. So how do y'all sit down and strategize that?
Basically, we just talk about it, have some agreements. Because we're a group and stuff, we argue sometimes, but we still keep it 100. We're not going to lie to each other, trying to be no sneaky stuff. We're going to talk about what we got to do, how we're going to get this stuff done.
And that's what's up. And because we know it takes accountability, holding each other accountable to working together when it comes to working together as a group. That working together as a group is important. Everybody on one accord. When you're on one accord, it's a powerful thing. Dannielle, you have anything you want to ask a guest?
We're kind of getting over to the legacy conversation, talking about futures, and you guys are obviously working towards obviously wanting to be successful in your music career. But what does that mean in like for your life? Like, do you guys have, well, I see, I don't want to say Willie Ball because you said your name is
Country Trill.
Country Trill. Country Trill has a wife. Now, you guys have do you all have families, or are you trying to build that? Like, is that the aspiration to maybe buy a house? And like, what things do you guys dream of?
Dude, to me, I don't think I'm good is having my kids be taken care of good enough. Like, the sky's the limit for me because I'm gonna reach my dream anyways.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna stop for nothing.
Never stop. Never do that.
I think whatever you believe, you can do. If you believe you can do it, you can do it.
To me, I don't got no choice. That's in my head. I don't got no choice. It's my only choice to go.
I like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, I love that mindset you got, man. Keep that going, cause a lot of our people in our generation need to hear that, because I see a lot of people. Some people they lack ambition. You know what I'm saying? It's like murmuring, complaining, but everybody want to be successful, but they're not willing to get out their comfort zone to be successful. But like you said, you have no choice, and I love that because you putting all your all into this thing. And it's like it's mind over feelings. You know, feeling change every moment, every second.
Yeah.
But when you in this thing mentally and doing this thing willingly, skies are the limit, like you said, and open up doors for y'all. So, Dan, you have anything else you want to ask?
Yeah. How many, like when you're preparing for a show, how much time does it take to prepare? Like for somebody who may be new to the industry, how much work are you guys putting in to make sure that you're successful, you do good, you're not making mistakes? Like, what does that look like?
So you got to be on time. You got to get there early. So you can get on stage, do your sound checks, make sure the amps and everything is working right, because you don't want to perform and your mic steady going in and out. So you got to do sound checks and get everything together before like an hour, maybe an hour and a half before the show even starts.
Make sure everybody know how to keep their mic on their mouth, and then make sure, because some people don't know how to put the mic in their mouth, but still, we practice every day. We come mostly every week. We get like 3 times a week. We go to each other and practice, practice make perfect. If you don't practice, like how you gonna remember somebody else's song? You can remember your own song.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, that's
I mean that's bad. That really is bad. Like you don't care at all if you do something like that. But that practice, being on time is important. Being consistent, because the more you be on time and the more you know your own crowd, the more people take you seriously. So y'all your own brand. You know what I'm saying? So people only gonna go off y'all lead, how y'all embrace the game of hip hop and things of that nature. My next question is for y'all, collabos. What artists would y'all love to work with and why?
I say any artist. I ain't discriminating.
Good answer. Good answer.
Me,
I would like to go back to a couple of the people that I grew up listening to, like Jay-Z, 3 6 Mafia, Player Fly, like a couple Memphis rappers, old school,
Right.
Because I grew up listening to them, so it would be right just to do a song with the legends. You hear me?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Busta Rhymes and stuff like that. Them guys, Dre, Snoop. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I think Dre finna drop a new album. So he dropped an album, it's gonna sell. So
I heard about
most
that.
Definitely.
Me, it probably be NBA YoungBoy, because I do a lot of pain songs too, and all that. Then I would do the baby because he's funny. Because I always want to do a funny song. So I don't know why.
I do a song with the baby. Yeah,
that dude funny. But
all right, so artist wise, what about producers? What producers would y'all love to work with and why?
Me, I like to work with Pharrell or like P. Diddy or somebody like that, because I know they're gonna make your song go double standard. Like they're gonna put it up to the top. They're gonna really mix and master it to the perfection standard.
That's good.
Me, I don't even know right now because I like my producer. Cause my producer go fly in the mud.
Yeah. Tiffany.
I'm kind of picky.
I mean, hey, you got to be picky because you want that number one
Mhm.
sound, that club banger that's gonna go viral. You don't want no shabby fly by night.
Mhm.
No, I ain't got time for that.
And you got to
But
trust them to do what's right for you, not steal from you. I mean, I've
yeah,
even heard stories from people out here who have been stolen from, they've been lied to, even like athletes and things. Like, you know, just having the right team, like OG Nina said, having the right team is so important.
Oh yeah.
So important to your success. So it's awesome that your wife decided to pick up that role for you guys. That's
oh
awesome.
yeah.
And I had a question. It was about, what was it about? Oh, it was something that you guys were talking about going on stage and if your mic doesn't work. So what do you guys do in that situation? I mean, I do a lot of public speaking. I've been in situations that are like the mic doesn't work,
Okay.
nothing's working. What do you do?
Man, okay. One time, a mic did went out on one time.
Oh no.
So we got like all our heads together and stuff. We had a whole group of people, you know what I'm saying? The whole crew and stuff. So if the mic stopped working, we all start hitting each other voices, saying it out loud without the mic. So everybody's still hearing it at the same time. They're like, what the heck you do without the mic now?
Yeah, that's good. So the show still goes on. You just
We still gonna be a pair and have each other back because in the day that's all we got.
Yeah, that's good. Because I've seen situations where people will just like walk off stage or like they don't.
You can't never walk on stage.
Yeah. That's good though.
That'll really disappoint the fans, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, especially they pay their hard-earned money and they come
Yeah.
out for a good time.
Yeah. Do
Speaking
you guys
on
have
that,
a funny?
You said what?
I was just gonna say, do you guys have a funny story about like, you know, when you guys went on stage? Like, do you have a funny story about something that happened, maybe with your audience or something?
I'm not gonna lie. Before I met my wife or anything, I used to perform with a blues band back in, I think it was like 2004, and it was a lady in the audience. She was on the ground crawling on her knees, and like she was missing some teeth. And I looked down by mistake, and I started laughing while I was performing. And that's the funniest story I ever went through.
Oh no.
Nah,
I probably would have left too.
man. This
Mm.
is it's one funny story to me and stuff. I don't know, it's kind of funny, but basically we was all at the Car Dub show performing, and then next week I was singing my song "Before They Go Pop It Gonna Hit You in Your Noggin," and I was singing it, and then basically I see an old school pimp, a dude with a cane, all purple, dances all that stuff.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
What the heck is this dude? He close to me every time. I'm like, what the heck's going on? What's he gonna do to me?
Wow.
I'm tripping the heck
was hyping the crowd up.
Nobody dressed like that except in the movies and stuff.
They thought he was a plant. You guys brought him with you.
Man,
but he was hyping the crowd.
This dude dressed like the Boondock. You watch Boondocks, the pimp from Boondocks and stuff. He dressed just like him, looked just like him. I'm like, what the hell?
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I remember that.
That's funny.
Well, it's also unique stuff. So let me ask you this: what would y'all say would be the biggest highlight of y'all career?
Shoot, the biggest highlight of my career. Shoot, I want to get a Grammy. That's all I want. The biggest highlight. I want a Grammy. I care about a lot of stuff, awards and stuff, but if I make it to the Grammys, that's a whole different stage.
Yeah.
Mm.
You said what was the biggest high point of our career?
Yeah, what would be the biggest highlight y'all consider y'all career right now?
Right
now, there's always gonna be more highlights, but
the biggest
highlight
for Young Boy and seeing how many people was there. Like that's how I want to perform. I like to perform. It was like 300. I don't know. It was like maybe 3,000 people or more. I like this.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Nobody knew us at that time, and everybody was jamming to our stuff the whole time.
They didn't know us, but we was there. That's all that mattered.
That's the
Yeah.
part about it. But it was good. It was like it excited me. Like I'm like, dang, they
Seeing
actually
that many
messing with
people
us
at
for
one
real.
time listen to our song, yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
That's exciting. Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, it is. Like I said, hard work. Well, I'm listening tonight, just some hard work, dedication, staying focused. I mean, I hear the excitement in y'all voice about what y'all love to do, what y'all do, and just utilizing your gifts that God has given each and every one of you, the gift of music and sound. So, at the end of the day, when it comes to your legacy, I know we had brought this up before, but your legacy as a group and as individual, we're gonna do it one by one. So I'm as OG first. OG, how do you see your legacy, part of the group and also as an individual?
I say we can make it as far as we want as long as we stick together, you know, as a group.
I like that.
Individually, we all worry about, you know, our kids, you feel me? So the mindset of making sure, you know, they're good at any point in time, you got everything they need if they ask. You feel me? So
Man, that's what's up right there. Levante, same thing for you. You got as your legacy as within the group and your legacy as an individual.
Sometimes I feel like my legacy is right now. I'm starting now because when we get famous, it's gonna be a legacy on your show. Start it off right here.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I really do, man. I really do. Same thing for Trill. Go ahead.
Me, well, I think that like I ain't gonna lie, like every time we go to the studio, like I ain't gonna lie, OG and Lil AKG, boy, they motivate me. When we go in the studio and do one take and the song sound fire every time, that motivates me and make me want to grow and make me want to learn whatever I can to make the group greater.
Wow. That's awesome.
And that was up. So I know working within the music business, are there any type of books y'all reading right now when it comes to music? Not just music, but spiritual growth, you know, business growth. So are y'all reading the books right now? How y'all been handling that aspect of your life?
I read it really wasn't reading, but I had a tape thing on my phone and stuff of this book, Jay Prince. I like that book. I don't know why. He tell you about business and tell you about his music game for real.
Okay. That was anybody else? OG,
Yeah.
Trill.
See, lately I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been reading any books lately, but I do a lot of like documentaries and stuff about music and like where they come from and how they started, like do something like about music every day. Like I listen to a lot of different types of music too, like rock and roll and blues. I come from a blues background family, predominantly from Mississippi, so you know.
Man,
I encourage you guys to go look up your artists. Like I just looked on my phone, I looked up Jay-Z's story, and he has a book, like it's called The Story of Jay-Z. So like if you look up stories about people who you aspire to be like similar to, and as far as their success, then you might learn little tricks of the industry that nobody talks about, or little loopholes or things that nobody's going to tell you. Because I know in my career, there's books by people who are way more successful than me, and there's just unspoken stuff that nobody wants to talk about. Nobody wants to share the secrets of how to get to the top. And so sometimes when you read their books and you find out how they did it, they'll tell little things and you can pick that up and use it in your career building process.
Oh yeah, education is key. Educating yourself on the music business side of things as well. Because like I said, you listen to like Master P, he big on that. Nipsey, before he passed, Nipsey Hussle, he was big on that as well. A lot of great on them. I think Ray Charles on his right side, Prince on his right side music. And that's very important because we know that the music business is very shady. And especially with y'all own, y'all got your own, so that's a good thing. Y'all be independent, own y'all music, own the rights to y'all music, own the masters. Because we need to see more of that, more ownership within our community. And that's a beautiful thing right there. So My next and last final question is, what's the next theme for the group? Y'all got any more studio time coming up? Is y'all getting into the studio after the interview? So what's next for the group?
More music, more videos.
Yeah.
Shoot, I got more songs to go to. I got to finish writing this song. Look, that guy's off here.
Definitely got to keep writing.
Oh, that right is so important. So let me ask this question: how do y'all work with that? Okay, do y'all have? Okay, how many songs a day are y'all writing? Because I know people already have songs written for different albums. So within a day or within a week, how many songs y'all already have out average for each project y'all got coming out?
I know OG, he can come up with, like, I know he just go crazy. Like AKG boy, he don't even have to write, but he don't have to. He can memorize everything. Like when he freestyle and stuff, he can remember everything off the top. And me, like, it don't take long, but like sometimes I ain't gonna lie, I procrastinate, but it don't take me long to finish it off.
Okay.
Wow. That's awesome.
And like I said, we had some good stuff here tonight. I know y'all busy men or busy man, got a schedule ahead of y'all. I think Kenny, you have anything you want to ask the guests before we get out there?
Well, I wouldn't say ask, but what I would like to say from observing you three tonight, I could tell you guys are all about your business. And I want to continue to tell you guys to continue to push forward. I can tell OG is a very serious person in the studio, even out the studio. So, and I look at Levante. I think you guys are awesome men, and I will continue to tell you to continue to do your thing. And I listened to a song today of you guys, and I was actually just I'll bob my head with it. So you know, I
appreciate it.
Big ups to you guys, man. And one only question I do want to have: who is the hype guy of the group? You know, you have a person that comes out the crowd, and what the crowd is ready to see. Who is the person that when he comes out, things just everything just turns around because he didn't turn the crowd up.
Pick your head up, little AKG boy. He know who it is.
He was like me right away.
Yeah, he tried to put his head down so he was only about to say that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Man, that is. Also, I'm gonna ask that. What is the age group for the group? Also, the age group. Who was everybody age in the group?
Okay, I'm 37.
Okay.
I'm 22.
Okay. And last one?
I think he's 24. I can't tell you. I think 24.
26.
26.
Man, that's what's okay, so OG, you 22 years old. Wow. The way you carry yourself, it's like older than 22.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, can you know some people, they be in they like early 20, they be all over the place and but you so serious with it. That's very unique because you very seldom come across guys your age. I guess you already know what you want to do with your life. So it's like, hey, I'm focused down, focused because I want to do these music things instead of just being tossed to and fro. So I respect that.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
And that's what's up. So you got Trill, he's 37. So you kind of like what's the word? The
big brother of the group.
The big brother of the group, right? Yeah.
Big ump.
And that's what's up. And I said Levante, he got that go-getter mentality, that leadership. He got that, take no prisoner attitude, like, hey, I'm taking over, get out my way mentality. And that's a good thing. I picked that up by him just here on the interview on the podcast, man. We thank y'all once again, fellas, for taking time out your busy schedule to keep with us here on the podcast. So we know this is going to be up on our YouTube channel, iHeart, and Spotify, Apple Podcasts. So we're going to do this one at a time. So I'm going to start with Levante. You have any final remarks you want to leave here on the audience? Because this right here is going to be on for generations to come.
Oh, yeah.
Shoot. I just want everybody to know you can go follow me on Instagram at Lil AK Boy, G Boy. Then you can follow BOE, the movement. You can follow the social media. Our music on Spotify and all that stuff. iTunes, Pandora, iHeartRadio too. but
Shout out YouTube.
my mark on everybody. I'm really serious about music and stuff. And then anybody need features, we at it. We gonna take our business straight up. Got artists coming too. We got QP, and then we got Baby M, and we got a lot of artists coming right now. And if they short some, and then Fat Boy Double D.
Fat boy.
Fat Boy Double D.
So OG, you got any final remarks?
I say, just keep pushing, perfect your craft. You feel me? You'll get where you need to be if you're motivated, and if you really trying to be there. And,
Oh yeah.
You can follow me at A1G _Nina NINA on Instagram. We on SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, like AK said. So tap in. Ain't nothing to get a future, reach out. Shit, that's it, basically.
Also, Country Trill, final remarks.
I want to shout you guys out for putting us on here and giving us an opportunity to put our name out even further. I want to shout out my family back home in Mississippi. I want to shout out my family, even my nephews right here. Y'all keep doing y'all thing, guys. And I want to, just to tell everybody that's on here that Black is beautiful. We coming up. You hear me?
Yeah,
Man, go ahead.
But I want to shout out my girl. But I know a lot of work doing this studio stuff. She still hold me down at home.
Man, that's what's up.
Hey, let me I forgot to add my Instagram. My Instagram, I'm Will Ball, aka Country Trill, and I'm Will Ball on Facebook and all other social media. And on Twitter, I'm Country Trill.
Man, that's what's up, man. Fellas, we thank y'all once again. It's good that y'all got that support system, from the wife, girlfriend, significant other, man. That's a beautiful thing, because I know that motivates y'all to take it to the next level, especially with children and stuff. It takes y'all to the next level, man. We respect that to the highest. We thank y'all for kicking it with me, Dannielle, Primetime Emo here on the podcast. And y'all welcome anytime. We appreciate y'all once again. And I know y'all got to get back to work.
I wanted to leave a final remark. Just keep pushing. You guys are awesome. It's always awesome to connect with people who are passionate about their career, about getting their whatever they're doing out there. So I'm going to be praying for you guys. I'm going to be rooting for you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the West Coast. Definitely.
But one thing I got to say before we leave out of here is I want everybody to go through these 3 letters. EAT. We got it.
Yeah.
Well, go tell you that what they say, if man don't work, like Paul said, man don't work, don't eat. So you don't work, you don't eat. That's biblical. Don't work, you don't eat. So hey, don't grind, you don't shine. So hey, at the end of the day, everybody that's listening, man, put in the work. If you passionate about something that you do it. Don't procrastinate, don't hesitate. If there's something that's in your heart to do it, pursue it. God will make a way for you. All you have to do is walk by faith, not by sight. So we want everybody, man, have a great night. We'll see y'all next Tuesday here on the podcast with very exciting guests, people that's coming on the podcast, getting booked up already for some exciting guests here on the podcast. And we appreciate y'all once again, fella. Much love to y'all. Keep doing what y'all doing. Keep grinding, staying focused. And we'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Peace.
Bye.